Brother arranged fake, final tour of my lake house. Then my merger paid it off. An urgent email arrived at 6:47 a.m. Thursday from an unknown real estate agent. Subject, final walkthrough for Lake Haven property, 2 p.m. today. I sat in my car outside a Minneapolis coffee shop, laptop open to acquisition documents. My medical software company was 3 weeks from being acquired by a Fortune 500 healthcare giant. The numbers were life-changing. Lawyers were dissecting every detail. I opened the email. Per Michael Chen's instructions, 4 buyers are scheduled for private tour of 2847 Lake Haven Drive before tomorrow's foreclosure auction. Please ensure access and staging. Auction begins 10 a.m. Friday, starting bid $750,000. I read it again. Lake Haven Drive was my A-frame house on Lake Minnetonka, bought 6 years ago when my startup operated from a strip mall office. The same house where floor-to-ceiling windows overlooked the water, and I wrote the algorithm that made my company worth buying. Michael was my brother. He had no right to schedule anything. And there was no foreclosure. I called the bank. The mortgage officer checked while my coffee went cold. Ms. Chen, your account is current. Last payment March 1st. No late fees, no default. Where did you hear about foreclosure? My brother told realtors there's an auction tomorrow. Silence. Ma'am, no auction exists. Your loan is in good standing. Representing otherwise is fraud. I hung up, opened the family group chat. Messages from the past 5 days. Michael, Karen's finally losing the lake house. Bank auction Friday. Dad, about time. That place was always too much for her. Michael, coordinating with realtors, will split what's left after the bank takes their cut. Mom, does Karen know? Michael, she knows she can't afford it. Reality check. I screenshot everything, added to my family documentation folder, already 37 items over 4 years, and called my attorney at 9:30 a.m. Janet Wu, my merger lawyer, didn't waste words. Your brother is committing real estate fraud. He's misrepresenting authority to sell a property he doesn't own. Can he actually sell it? No. But he can create chaos, tie you up in legal mess during your merger close next Wednesday. He's betting you're too distracted to stop him fast. What do? Cease and desist letters to every realtor he contacted. Police report for fraud. And when does your wire hit? Day after closing, next Thursday. Then wait 72 hours and end this permanently. At 1:45 p.m. I drove to the lake house. 3 cars in the driveway, Michael's truck and 2 with realtor logos. I parked behind them, blocking exit, and walked in. Door unlocked. Michael stood in my living room with 2 agents pointing at the windows. Great natural light, dock included. He saw me. Karen, what are you doing here? I live here. What are you doing here? The woman in the blazer stepped forward. Barbara Martinez, your brother said you authorized him due to financial hardship. I authorized nothing. There's no foreclosure. Mortgage is current. He has no ownership and no authority. Michael's face reddened. Karen, don't be dramatic. You can't afford this place. The bank called me. The bank called you. I just spoke to them. Everything's current. No auction tomorrow. I turned to the agents. I'm sole owner. Any arrangements through him are fraudulent. I've already filed a police report. The younger agent pulled out his phone. I'm calling our broker. Barbara glared at Michael. Mr. Chen, did you misrepresent your authority? She doesn't understand her finances, he said. I understand perfectly. And Minnesota Statute 609.821 makes fraudulent claim of ownership to facilitate a sale of felony, up to 5 years. The agents left in under 3 minutes, Barbara muttering about liability. Michael stayed. You still can't keep this. Your company's failing. Dad said you're barely making payroll. Dad knows nothing about my finances. Call the bank yourself. I showed my app, current balance, payment history. His expression shifted anger, then calculation. Fine, 1 payment caught up. You'll lose it eventually. Family looks out for each other. I was trying to save you embarrassment. By staging a fake foreclosure, Dad and I were going to split proceeds with you. After bank fees, you'd get something instead of nothing. If I sold legitimately, equity is about $420,000 after paying off the $330,000 mortgage. What were you planning to give me? $50,000. $75,000. He didn't answer. Get out of my house or I call police for trespassing. He left with one last line. You'll regret this. Family doesn't forget. That night Dad called while I sat on the dock watching sunset. Your brother said you embarrassed him in front of realtors. He committed fraud, Dad. Tried to sell my house without permission. He was helping you, you're in over your head. My mortgage is current, my company is fine. Michael said it's struggling. Michael knows nothing. Did he tell you about splitting proceeds? Silence. What share was I getting from $420,000 equity? More silence. If this house sold for $750,000 and I owe $330,000, that's $420,000. How much were you giving me? The bank would take fees. There is no bank auction. Michael lied to you, to realtors, tried to steal $400,000 from me. That's a serious accusation. It's a serious crime. I have emails, screenshots. If he contacts another realtor, I press charges. You'd do that to your brother. He tried to steal my house. Dad's voice turned cold. You always thought you were better. Fancy college, startup going nowhere. Maybe Michael's right, you can't handle responsibility. He hung up. I sat watching darkness cover the lake. Merger closed Wednesday at 2 p.m. Conference room, Janet, 3 executives. Papers signed. 6 years of 18-hour days, failed versions, breakthrough algorithm that predicts patient decline 48 hours early. Sale price, $47 million. My 18% stake, $8.46 million gross. Net after taxes fees, $5.2 million wired next morning. I sat in my car in a Target lot staring at the deposit confirmation, then called the mortgage company. Full payoff today, balance $327,450. Completed from my phone while buying groceries. Confirmation 4 minutes later, loan paid in full, lien released. Forwarded to Janet, problem solved. She replied, now the fun part. Saturday morning, 48 hours later, another apologetic voicemail from agent Rebecca Stone. Your brother scheduled another tour. He had forged bank letters showing hardship and pending auction. Very convincing fakes. I called the bank, no record. If fraudulent, we report to licensing board. I asked for copies, forwarded to Janet, who sent them to financial crimes detective. At 3 p.m., 2 officers arrived at Michael's apartment. Dad called screaming, police at your brother's house. For what? Embarrassing you? You called cops on family. He forged bank documents to sell my house. Felony under 609.625. Up to 5 years, $10,000 fine. You'll really let them charge him? The state is charging him. I filed the initial report. This is about money. You got your payout, now you think you're better. The payout Michael told you didn't exist. The company you said was failing. Silence. Merger closed Wednesday, $47 million. I owned 18%. Paid off the house yesterday. No debt, no hardship, no tolerance for felonies against me. You should have told us. So Michael could claim a share. So you could say I owe you for raising me. We're family. Family doesn't forge documents to steal your house. I hung up. Prosecutor Sarah Chin, no relation, called Tuesday. Defense wants a plea. Guilty to reduced charge, restitution, probation. Restitution set at $100,000 based on potential $420,000 loss. He doesn't have $100,000. Then lifetime payments. If he refuses, trial. With this evidence, maximum sentence, higher restitution. I called Janet. Can I decline restitution? Yes, criminal case proceeds without it. He gets probation record, no money owed to you. That's what I did. Told Sarah Chin no restitution. Michael accepted 3 days later. Guilty plea to felony fraud, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, permanent record. No financial obligation. 2 weeks later, Mom called. Your brother can't get a job now. Felony record, what have you done? He has a record because he committed a felony. You could have dropped it. The state pressed charges. Once he forged documents, it wasn't just my choice. He's your brother, and I'm his sister. That didn't stop him trying to steal my home. The family is falling apart because of you. The family fell apart when Michael committed fraud and Dad helped plan it. I stopped pretending it was okay. She hung up. 6 months later, I sat on my dock, tablet open, merger integration complete. My algorithm now in hospitals across 3 states, saving lives measurably. I consult for healthcare startups on acquisitions. Good work, good pay, house value up $80,000. New kitchen, repaired dock, home office with lake view. Phone buzzed. Unknown number text. Michael, I know you don't want to hear from me. I'm sorry, you were right. What I did was wrong. No expectation of forgiveness. Just wanted you to know. I stared a long time. Then blocked the number. Not out of anger. I was finished. Finished with absorbing bad behavior labeled as love. Finished being the one expected to sacrifice so others stay comfortable. Sunset painted the lake gold and amber. Video call with a Seattle founder in 20 minutes. After that, quiet evening book, water sounds. Family chat notifications still come, muted long ago. Never read. Sometimes I wonder if I should feel guilty. Mostly I feel free. Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories, get more experiences.